So what is a typical beginning selling limit when you do things right?
500K
I've
to a
seen,
million.
yeah, I've seen 500,000 to a million. Those are the perfect ones. But
Okay.
anything that you see at 500 or $1,000 limit, I have never seen an account recover. I'm not saying they don't. I'm just in my personal experience, I have never recovered an account if it only had 500 or $1,000 limit.
Right.
Has anybody else run into something different that maybe I'm wrong there?
Nah, I haven't seen it. I mean, when they really trust the account, you'll know. One of my accounts, even as a seller, they give it 50,000
Yeah.
without no business information or anything like that.
And you can use it on an old device. And I would try another eBay account, right? Off of that phone. And you're using, the misinformation, right, to try to get it up and running. And if it does, you make a couple sales, a couple purchases, you obviously have to use a different address, whether it's fake or not. It just can't be your address.
Yeah. Well, I
Okay,
live in
but
an
it's not
apartment
on your
building, so I can
IP.
do lots of variations.
And I would test it, for a month or two. And it's a lot more risky, but you don't have much to lose. I would then move that to a VPS if it seems to be working. Okay. If static IPs
Okay.
are not your answer, and you know what's going to happen? You might go through 10 accounts, but you're going to get three to work.
Yeah, and I'd be fine with that.
So that's how you work through it. You just work through it. And guess what? In 6 months, you're going to be the expert on how to do that system. And when three other people have the same thing, you'll be like, look, here was my challenge. Hey, it's a lot harder to get them warmed up into working. You're going to have a lot more that don't make it past the first test. But if you stick to it, you're going to end up with one or two or three out of 10. And then you move it to a VPS. And once it's there, that's the same, a solid IP. And as long as you run the account good, now you have another eBay account. And the real
Right.
test is whether it's working or not is when you start limiting, you start selling, is like Caleb keeps saying, what are your selling limits? Right. And you're going to do that. And you're going to have one of these that has a $1 million selling limit immediately. And you're good.
I
If you
missed
keep
that with
running
my old
into the
account.
500, if you keep running into the 500 or 1,000, then something went wrong and you could choose to move on, or try to fight through it. But your real test is those selling limits. And you
Okay,
just got to
so
keep
if
experimenting, and you experiment to fail. Show me seven ways it won't work, because then you're going to find the ways it will work for you.
so what is a typical beginning selling limit when you do things right?
500K
I've
to a
seen,
million.
yeah, I've seen 500,000 to a million. Those are the perfect ones. But
Okay.
anything that you see at 500 or $1,000 limit, I have never seen an account recover. I'm not saying they don't. I'm just in my personal experience, I have never recovered an account if it only had 500 or $1,000 limit.
Right.
Has anybody else run into something different that maybe I'm wrong there?
Nah, I haven't seen it. I mean, when they really trust the account, you'll know. One of my accounts, even as a seller, they give it 50,000
Yeah.
without no business information or anything like that. So when I put the business information, when I turn it into a business, of course, it went to 1 million because the account was already trusted from the warm up stage. But as far as like an account that start on anything like that, 500, 1,000. I mean, we run from 5,000. Like the moment you put an account and it's 5,000, if you look at Sammy's old video from the time when they started, they normally just don't put that much pressure on those accounts. That account can still grow, obviously at 5,000, but we still
It's
look. They
actually
still
it's
look
actually
at it like
it's actually good for you, Pamela, because you'll be able to know you're going to spend a few weeks, a month or two warming it up. And when you go to convert it, if you've got less than 50,000, limit on it, well, all right, I got to move on and do the next one. Or you're going to
right.
do this with
Okay.
10 of them and you're only going to stick to the ones that have 50,000 or more limit. Okay, as you go through the process, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to go through a lot more to get there, but you're going to keep using the misinformation method. So you're not burning any IDs or LLCs or whatnot. But I'm
Information.
telling you, if you keep doing it, you will end up with ones that work.
Okay. How long do you recommend I wait till I make it into a seller account?
Well, look, I buy on them, for at least a month or so, and then I just sell something used on them maybe after the first month, but again, I'm in no rush. So I warm them up very slowly personally, right? Why rush it? I
Mhm.
mean, if each one's going to be worth
Hello?